is great to see you. Y'all look fantastic. I've been following you, of course, since the first interview with it because wasn't there a third party that was part of the first conversation I had with you guys?
That's right, Miss Mallory Johnson, one of our besties.
How's she doing?
Oh, she's doing great. We just had her, she's gone on stage with us and sang Wise Woman the other night at our Nashville album release party.
Yeah.
So
Oh, fantastic. Look, what was that like for the three of you getting together? And, you recorded the song, you guys were performing together. What was that like? And that would have been, is that a year ago or feels like a year ago?
Well, so much has happened, I know, since then. That was
Yeah.
in March. We released
March.
Wise Woman, which is off of the new album, and we put that out for Women's History Month.
Amazing. It was so much fun to talk to the three of you. And now I've got the two of you. So let's talk from March till today. What has been going on? Because, of course, the world has been still changing with COVID and things like that. And things are slowly opening up. And you guys are in Nashville, if I'm correct.
we are, yeah. I feel like this time, maybe it's the COVID times, like you completely lose track of years. I'm like, was that last year? Was that 2 months ago? But it's been an exciting ride.
Yes, as you said, we put out Wise Woman with Mallory in March, and since then we've been getting back on the road.
Yahoo!
Which is great.
Oh,
Finally
wow.
doing some live music again. And as Julie said, we had our big album release party and show last weekend in Nashville celebrating the new album. It's been just over 1 week now since Homebound came out, and we're just so excited for the music to be out in the world now.
Let's jump right into it. Homebound. What's the meaning for that for you folks right now, especially because the way the world has been?
Yes, no, we never could have dreamed when we titled the album that we would all end up literally homebound.
Homebound, yeah.
So it's got multiple meanings to us now, because when we initially wrote the title track, we were talking about missing home and missing the ones that we love, because I think for us, and I'm sure many people can relate to this, home is not so much an actual building or a place as much as it is the people. So to us, we were missing our sweethearts when we wrote this one, when we started it, and it was all about wanting to get home to them and see the people that we love. And now Homebound is so many things.
Yeah, new meaning with the pandemic and live music, pressing pause for us on releasing the album and touring for a little while. Now to be back at it, we really feel this whole new renewed sense of gratitude for doing what we love, for sharing music with people. And Homebound, it really has, like we said, that second meaning and a whole renewed sense of love for the music and for sharing it with everyone.
Because the stage is home to us
Yeah.
too, so we finally get to go back home to that place, and we're so grateful.
Well, it's so funny because you say home was your stage, home was us as an audience too. So, what a connection! What was it like to record this album during COVID?
Oh my gosh!
Well, recording it was also a homecoming, we say, recording the album, because now we feel like we have two homes, being in Nashville, Tennessee, but originally we're from the west coast of BC, as you know, and we're from a small town called Powell River. And so we got to record the album in both of our homes. We did some of it in Nashville, and then we flew our whole team to the Warehouse Studio in Vancouver, and we recorded there, which happens to be Bryan Adams' studio. So we are big Bryan Adams
Yeah, I
fans.
was gonna say,
Bryan
Bryan Adams fans, put your hands up, because we are huge fans, and it just so turned out that he was there.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Okay, give me the scoop. What was going on?
Well, okay. The truth is, you've got our favorite story from recording, because we were so excited because we love Bryan Adams. He was our first show,
Our first stadium
that
show
we
as
ever
little
saw.
girls. We saw him, and we were in love.
Like, at that point, we were still playing in our family band. We grew up playing in a family band, playing country music, fiddle tunes. And he was one of our big inspirations. So I think we were about 10 or 11.
And I had no idea that there were shows to that level. And he was the first one that we saw in the arena back home in BC. And we were absolutely in love, like I said, and thought that is the coolest thing. And so we've just been massive fans ever since.
So fast forward, we're making Homebound the record. We fly home to record, and we find out that he's actually at his studio. He comes downstairs, introduces himself, invites us to hang out, and we ended up, making our record and hanging out with Bryan.
It was full circle moment, and he is as nice and as chill and as cool as we had always dreamed.
Yeah.
They say don't meet your heroes, but it's not true.
I interviewed him once, and we had a great conversation, not just in the interview, but the beginning and end. And the one thing I loved was when you talk to an icon like that, and you get to talk about certain songs that you remember being yay high growing up listening to, and then he gives you the background and secrets behind it. I mean, that's a master class. I'm curious, did you ask him anything where you were just like, I need to know this, and he answered?
Well, we were talking a lot about songwriting because he was there writing for the record, and he was just really encouraging with what we were doing. Like, that's what we felt. And so, to be home, to be making this brand new album, and then having words of encouragement from someone you look up to, that was pretty cool.
It was. And we got a photo with him.
I was just gonna ask.
Who was at the studio with us, and his brother. Like, we got to meet some of his family as well. But definitely, then you get out of the room and you're like, oh, I could have asked him this. But like Carly said, I think the most meaningful thing was just that we got to experience his amazing aura and just get some words of encouragement from him.
Now, speaking of studios, I saw a music video that is it the lead track for this album? And just curious, is that the studio?
It is indeed.
It is. That's it.
So if you've seen the music video for Homebound, that is the title track of the album, and we recorded that when we were making the record. So you'll see us singing, you'll see us playing fiddle, guitar,
dancing, laughing, all those things.
All the behind the scenes. We wanted to bring people with us into the studio, and we brought our amazing video director, Dave Wallace from Riptide Studios. He's from Vancouver Island, where we're from. So he came in and kind of captured all the moments. And I remember when he sent the video, I remember thinking, like, I didn't even know you were... like
that you saw that.
You saw all these little moments,
it.
So it was really cool, and it brings back all the memories of being in the studio and being in that moment, which is just, it's such a really amazing process. And when you finally get to be in the studio, you're like making that music and that moment's happening. It's cool to be able to have video proof of it because it all goes by in a blur.
Oh yeah. So to be able to look back is really special.
Congratulations on that. What about the rest of the album? What kind of songs are we looking at here?
Oh boy.
We feel like it's Twin Kennedy going home. Because that's the theme. And for us, going home means country music, fiddle, banjo, guitar.
Like the sound of real string instruments we love. So there's a lot of string parts on this that Julie played and arranged. There's, I feel like it's our most personal release yet. I definitely think as songwriters now, as we have gone along, we're getting more and more open, and we wanted this to be really from the heart. So we've got fallen in love songs, both of us fallen in love here in Nashville. I got engaged this last year, so thank you.
So pretty nice. Guess who's the maid of honor?
Me! I'm the maid of honor. There we go.
So we wanted to talk about that and about the real life moments that inspire those songs. And we've got a whole mix of feels, but I think everything, like Julie said, comes back to our roots of the guitar, the fiddle. We built it from the ground up from those parts. And we're really proud of the sound and really proud of the songs that we wrote. And so many of them written with fellow Canadians, so I'll give them all a shout out.
Basically, as many pieces of home that we could pull in, we
just
did.
To bring the theme back in.
Yeah, but to us, that's what feels like home, and we're excited that it's recorded, and now people finally get to hear it.
Any chance we're going to get you out of Nashville to come to London as we speak with the CCMAs coming up?
We will be coming to Ontario again. We can't wait to be back. We've done quite a few tours through there in
many good memories.
Pre-COVID, so we'll definitely be back as soon as possible.
Okay, fingers are crossed. And as we speak, the holiday season is coming up. Yes, I'm going to say the word Christmas. Somebody will be offended. I don't know.
We're on board. We have a Christmas album.
There we go. That's what I want to ask about.
Obsessed with Christmas. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on Christmas-wise with you guys, and of course Christmas music?
Yeah, so we have some exciting Christmas tour plans in the works that we'll be announcing soon, so we're really excited about that. And as we said, we have a Christmas album, a Twin Kennedy Christmas, so pretty much, Julie kind of brings out the Christmas music.
November 1st, the house changes. Like, we go from Halloween
That's right.
Christmas
So much going on.
overnight. The wreaths are up on the door. The Christmas tree is set. So
Yeah, we're getting
you
ready.
can-
We're getting ready to head to Montana on tour next week.
yeah. So,
And
I'm gonna
so-
get it ready ahead of time because we'll be
Oh,
gone on
fantastic.
tour for about 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get back to Nashville, I want it to be Christmas, and yeah, you can expect, like Carly said, some really exciting announcements coming so soon about some Christmas shows that we can't wait to share. We wish we could
Fantastic.
share it now.
Hey, we got an album. We're good enough right now, so all good there. As we slowly wrap this up, 2022 is also coming up. What kind of, I don't want to use the word advice, but I'm going to maybe throw that out there, that word. But what do you want to say to the folks as we go into 2022? Any words of wisdom? Because, people can say we had a rough 2021. Now, to me, rough was 2020, and we slowly starting to get through the curve. What are your hopes and dreams for 2022 for not just yourselves, but the rest of the world?
Oh goodness, that's such a good question because, like you said, I think everyone's had a really challenging last couple of years navigating this, and for us, we spent a lot of that time talking about what we wanted, like our lives, our career to look like once we came out of that. Once we got back on the road and touring, and we talked a lot about having so much gratitude for being able to do what you love, whether that's having that more time with your family, one-on-one, being home, whether it's like us, we want to be on stage sharing music and feeling that connection with people is so amazing. And so having a sense of renewed gratitude for being able to really appreciate everything that we have, every moment.
Definitely.
And I wish that for everyone because I think that brings you a lot of joy.
Fantastic. Congratulations on the new album. Congratulations meeting Bryan Adams. Congratulations on the engagement. And looking forward to seeing you guys coming back to Ontario and crossing fingers when 2022 rolls around. Hopefully we'll get to talk in person.
Oh my
You never
goodness.
know.
We would love that.
Oh,
Please,
yeah.
let's make that happen.
We will make that happen. Congratulations and thank you so much for the interview.
So good to
Thank
see
you so much.